At the same time, MOZA Racing released their KS steering wheel. They also released a new base. This is MOZA Racing R12 direct drive base, and it's quite interesting. Now we're going to get to the bottom of everything right here, but you can see the resemblance with the R5, R9 and the R12 right here. When you look at it, it's a bit bigger when we're talking about the size compared to the R5 that I have, and you most likely seen the review. But regardless to that, it's quite compact size when we're talking about it. Now it's going to be interesting because I really want to see if this one heats up, because the R5 compared to some Fanatec doesn't heat up that much and you won't have that problems. And I think we're going to have the same thing right here. Now, taking into consideration, we have to go with main features and specifications just for you guys to know what we're going to talk about. So we have 12 Newton meters of peak torque, we have airplane grade aluminum, we have ultra high power density servo motor, we have smart temperature control, and this is the reason why it doesn't heat up that much after long sessions of driving, which is outstanding, of course. Then we have MOZA Pit House Control software too, as you already know, and if you've seen my past MOZA videos, we're going to get to the bottom of that and see what we could do with the R12 as well through MOZA Pit House. And we have APP Cloud Control as well through your phone, which kind of sounds outstanding. It's equipped with new generation FFB filtering algorithm. It delivers precise and immersive force feedback. Because it's crafted from aviation grade aluminum, it guarantees durability and slick aesthetics. I mean, the design is, as already stated, similar to the R5 and R9, so yeah. You can benefit with ultra low FFB latency and steering response, which allows you quite fast reactions on the track. What I mentioned about the intelligent temperature control system, it kind of ensures the optimal performance during intense racing sessions, so it doesn't get heated up that much, because what I heard about some other wheelbase, well, basically those weren't direct drive, they were connected to the wheel out of the box, and after long sessions they get heated up and they just stop working. So comparing R5 to those, I've driven like 2 to 4 hours because, well, I wanted to drive 2 consecutive races. So basically it didn't heat up at the point where it stopped working, which is outstanding. And it didn't even heat up that you can't place your hand on it compared to some other wheelbases. It's designed for PC, maximum wheel rotation is limitless. We have housing material from aviation grade and aluminum alloy. The housing is black, as you can see. Peak power 216 watts. USB refresh rate is 1000 Hz. It has the standard MOZA quick release. And when we go at the back, we have a couple of connection ports that you need to know. So we have the power connection, we have the USB connection for your PC, we have pedals, dash, shifter, handbrake, e-stop, and you have power on or power off button. In the box, what you get is, of course, the R12. We get, let's see here, the USB connection for your PC. Then we have the power cord from your wall socket to the adapter, which is quite huge. And this time we have it a bit different because it has a MOZA logo right here. I think this one lights up, we'll find that out. Just so you know when it's powered on or powered off. You get 4 screws and an Allen wrench to tie it up to your sim rig. And we have MOZA stickers with quick installation manual, which is quite cool. More MOZA stickers, yay! When we're talking about the mount, you can use the desk clamp as I had it on R5. It's optional, you have to buy it separately. Or you can use the 4-hole bottom mount as well with the 4 screws that I already mentioned. The total weight is 7.5 kilos and the dimension is 225.87, 156.68 times 123.99. Now the distance between the holes to mount the R12, going from the quick release to the ports at the back, we have 66 millimeters, while going from left to right we have 78.40 millimeters. I think basically it's time to connect it to my sim rig. I'm going to pair it up with a KS steering wheel. After all, these are two new products, so it would be a shame not to pair them up. Even though you could use any other MOZA wheel right here, FSR, ES, any other. It's all up to you. So yeah, let's check it out. Let's check out the MOZA pit house and grab some more information that you might need to know. Okay, everything is prepared, the R12 is here, and the only thing that you need to do is install the MOZA pit house. The current version is 1.2.1.8, and basically when you plug everything in and connect it to your PC, it will ask you to activate it. That's everything that you need to do, and that's really cool because it kind of simplifies all the installation and the process of activating the base. The wheel automatically is recognized. Also, if it's a new wheel in your MOZA pit house, you also need to activate it. But for instance, if I use my FSR wheel on the R12, it will be automatically detected in the MOZA pit house, which is outstanding because you can swap the wheels quite straightforward. Now, as you can see, I already mounted literally everything, and let's run through the MOZA pit house and check out what we can expect from the R12 inside the software and what it actually has. So first of all, we go, of course, logical, into the base segment for adjusting. You have basic settings where you have present modes where you could browse or reset everything. You have maximum steering wheel. So this kind of depends on the racing style that you're driving, and you already have some presets. So 360 for Formula 1, 540, this is for GT, 720 for hypercars, and 900 for sports cars. And then we have road sensitivity, so you have from 2 or 0, yeah, this is 0 from 10. Of course, we're going to pump it up to the maximum. Game force feedback intensity. Now you already know what this is. This is the adjustment on the overall intensity of the force feedback output from the game to the device. Next in line we have the maximum wheel speeds. So this means that the higher the value is, the faster the steering wheel returns during the travels. The wheel spring strength gives you an option to return to center effect, which is suited for titles that may have not convincing force feedback effects. The larger the value, the stronger the center effect. Logical. And we have wheel dampener. Now, I think I covered all these parts already in the past videos, so I'm not going to go into loads of details here. Then we have the advanced settings. You have force feedback reversal with maximum output torque limit, hands-off protection, steering wheel inertia with KS, GS and FSR steering wheel. So now you have everything in adjustment for each and individual steering wheel. So KS, GS, FSR, we have ES, and then we have CS and RS steering wheel. Natural inertia, wheel frictions, speed dependent dampening, start point of speed dependent dampening. So yeah, there's really loads of stuff to adjust. FFB effect equalizer, you can really go crazy here and adjust the equalizer. Unfortunately, I don't think you have any. You could load presets or export presets, create presets. It's all up to you to decide what you're going to do. Base FFB curve, now linear, then you have the S, inverted S, exponential and parabolic. You can really choose whatever you wish. And we have some additional stuff with base status indicators, soft limit stiffness, soft limit strength, soft limit game force strength, and temperature control. So you could go with conservative or radical. This is something new that I haven't seen so far, at least what I know. What I usually do, and I heard loads of other guys doing the same thing for the base, is game force feedback intensity put on 100%, and then they individually adjust inside the game. And this is basically the best practice. I do that as well. So yeah. Now let's do some gaming to see how the base compared to the R16, R5. Unfortunately, I don't have the R9 yet, but let's check out how this one goes. Okay guys, so that was it. Driving Assetto Corsa Competizione wasn't that perfect, as I already stated in my last video. I haven't been driving that much in this game particularly, but I wanted to try this wheel with different cars instead of driving just Formula 1. In terms of the base, it really is an outstanding when we're talking about the force feedback. Of course, you can adjust everything that it is in the MOZA pit house, and it really does give you back what you could expect on the track in terms of bumps, in terms of curves, in terms of everything. Even when I went out of the track, it really does transfer everything into the steering wheel, giving us a more realistic approach when driving, of course. This has been an experience that either I haven't set it up on R16 or something similar to that, and let's check this out. Even with the gloves, but let's see the temperature and does it heat up. So this is fascinating. R5 actually heats up a bit more than the R12, which I wouldn't say it's strange, it's just the thing that you would expect with the, I think they did something with the cooling inside in terms of upgraded it from the R5. It's much cooler than the past bases, and this is outstanding. So guys, yeah, that's it. If you were looking for something in between R16 and R21 and compared to R5 and R9, R12 is something that you might find quite interesting, with 12 Newton meters of torque and quite simple mounting mechanism. Get the clamps if you don't have a sim rig where you could attach, but all in all, I'm quite satisfied with the force feedback and everything that I mentioned, and it's small, it's compact. That's cool. Yeah, so there's that. If you want to check out more information, I'll place the links below for the MOZA Racing R12 direct drive base and for the Key S steering wheel as well, since you've seen it in the video. So there's that, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, hopefully you'll stay tuned and eventually, well, check the future content in terms of sim racing. Because of that, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, smash the notification bell. See you next time, guys. Bye bye.